Were you dreading it? Were you terrified?
I think not terrified so much as just sad.
Yeah, I was sad too.
You know, just that the moment was really here, and that, you know, the moment that we knew was coming, suddenly you could kind of touch and see in front of you.
You know, you just don't want to. You think about, you know, walking in, and I just don't want to see him that way. You know, let's take him back to the house.
Yeah.
We'll just sit on the couch and everything will be fine.
Yeah.
You know, but no, we went in and then we saw him. He looked so great, you know. He really did. So
he really did. It almost makes you smile because
it you know,
to us
it could have been an awful, you know, moment, you know, and I'm sure maybe for a lot of people those moments could be so terrifying and scary, but you know, having thought of what, you know, how sad it could have been, and then seeing him, it was, you know, we cried a lot, but it was kind of happy tears because he looked so great, you know. It was just comforting.
He
like,
did.
oh, there you are. Hey,
look
at you and your tie. You know, he looked great.
A lot of times in a homily or people just offering their condolences will say things like, you know, he's not in the body anymore, and, you know, your son is already gone. And I really do believe that there was more to my son than his body. But I really loved his body, you know, like that's the face that I look at, you know, that's the body I hold. It's an important body. Not just a body, like not just a shell or whatever that, you know, cliches are. Really his body, and I really loved it, you know. I washed it and dressed it and took care of it for 26 months, and so I was sad to see his body there. There were a lot of people who had seen him once or twice, and then even more people who had never had a chance to see him. They only got to see pictures, either because they lived, you know, at some distance, or they had children of their own, and so because of germs, we just were never able to coordinate it. It was really nice for us to be able to share him with so many people, and a lot of people just heard his story. I was amazed at even the number of friends of our families, and people who were neighbors or just heard about us in town, or had seen us walking, you know, in the summertime or whenever the weather was nice. And it was nice to be able to show people him, and when everyone was there to kind of celebrate his life with us, because it felt more like a celebration with everyone there. It was uplifting to me.
Yeah.
It wasn't as emotional as I was alone when I was with the whole group.
Yeah.
It was
just to see how many people he touched, and
yeah.
It was almost, you know, kind of a sense of pride to see, wow, he touched all these people. Like you would I would never think of seeing that person today, and there they are, you know, and honoring my son's life.
His absence is huge. I think we feel it every time we walk in the house or walk down the street without him. You know, it's hard.
Yeah.
But it's exactly what I told him that I was willing to go through, you know, the day before he died. This is what I asked him to let me do, because it wasn't right for him to suffer anymore. And this is hard work, you know. This grieving is hard work. But he was worth, I mean, every minute. I'd do it over.
No, we would.
In a heartbeat. He was amazing, and I don't know how I don't know that his absence will ever be filled so much as we just, you know, learn to live with it and enjoy other parts of our life. And I think to honor him, that's the, you know, the thing we try to focus on. He was a 2-year-old. I mean, if you watch a 2-year-old, just watch them do things that Anthony could never do. They're like so enthusiastic, you know, everything that happens is like amazing, and like the world is just this like wonderland. It's just, you want to touch things and taste things and try things, and I'm going to try to be the 2-year-old he couldn't be, and taking those pieces, trying to enjoy the wonderful parts of the world. And I don't think his absence will ever be filled. I think I just have to carry that. But I certainly have learned enough from him to keep trying, to find the good things. His room's the same. We have moved some things. He always had a pillow and blanket out here. We sleep with that. It smells like him, so I sleep with that. And we have some of his clothes out. And there's a lot of things I've been able to kind of I'm an organizer, so I have my scrapbooks organized and with his pictures, and I have a box of memorabilia that I like to keep out. And I have my little candle-lit picture, I don't even know what to call it, cart, I guess, that I've got out to celebrate him. But there are some things I can't bring myself to put away. I've got a couple medical syringes, oral syringes, a bottle. It just is hard for me to really it's hard to do. Even though I can know that it's fine to do. It's just hard to let go. On one hand, I'm weeping because I can't believe that I would lose this person I love so much. I can't imagine the world without him. And then, on the other hand, I'm really joyful, and there's no other word but joyful that he's not suffering. And that all mixed together is messy, and that's what grieving is like. That's what it was like for me. And by, I think, at least just acknowledging that messiness and acknowledging those feelings along the way, I think that's the hard work. I think acknowledging it. I don't know what to do with those feelings even now sometimes. I may not have answers to why all of this happened, but at least it's out on the table. It's in front of me. There's a chance to move forward from it, with it, as opposed to just trying to, beat it into submission or put it back in its place. And I don't think we're done. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think we have a lifetime of hard work, but it's again, we know it's worth it. I mean, already going into it, we know just having the chance to have lived with our son and shared his life and been able to learn what we learned from him, we're rich, but we just will have a lifetime of trying to maybe figure out or acknowledge and deal with those feelings as they come up. One of the best lessons from Anthony for me, because I'm a planner and blah, whatever, I like to keep things organized and my calendar planner. We don't think so far ahead, There's things you have to plan for, we still put money away for retirement stuff. We're not. But at the same time, what will happen? I don't know. He works for the, car company. What will happen? Michigan's economy is hard. What will happen? Will we have other kids? There's things you can't control.
Yeah.
I don't know. We just try to appreciate what we have, and we know that we have a lot. We have an incredible support system. We've got an incredible family, incredible friends, lucky enough to have a nice house and warm water to shower in and food in the refrigerator, and those things are enough. It really is enough right now, and we figure the rest will probably take care of itself.
Yeah, it's some way or another. I mean, you just get a more simplistic perspective on life, and it's just.
And I hope we remember it. I mean, I hope that this is 2 months after we lost him, and I hope, this is a piece that helps us to continue our lives remembering that, to enjoy really with the, excitement of a toddler or something, and then to appreciate what you have like an adult, and then to know better than to put too much, thought into what you can't always control.